superb 9th place in Heat 1 from the back of the grid. Darren Teal, Heat 2 winner, lines up in pole position for the first final. A 2nd and a 9th place gives Dan Butler. Outside of row 1, championship leader Jamie Jakins starts 3rd and carries our camera once again. 4th in the championship and 4th on the grid for Anthony Teal. Out of the final corner, beginning to pick up the pace to the start. Eyes are on Darren Teal, controlling the pace, and on Mick Eldridge with the flag, and it's go, and Jamie's got to run up the inside, and it's 3 wide into turn 1, that doesn't go, there's contact, and half the field is taken to the grass. Dan Butler leads from the Teal brothers and Stu Symonds. Phil Ingram's out, Jonathan Lissitor, Trevor Randall. On board with Jakins, who's managed to keep going. He's just picking up 12th place from Simon Mace. And Stu Symonds has spawned. He was late to the grid in a spare cart. Cold tyre moment for Stu Symonds. It's been a poor start to the season. Chris Powell in 5th place ahead of Brenton Miller, Mark Laucombe, Sam Garford. Just ahead of them, Ben Yeomans has moved up to 4th place. Up front, Dan Butler leads Darren Teal and his brother Anthony. Lee Clackett puts a move on Jamie Jakins for 11th place. At the end of lap 1, Butler and the Teals have a 2 seconds advantage over Ben Yeomans and the rest of the field. Into the horseshoe, and Garford is closing on Laucombe for 7th. Trevor Randall still recovering his car. Let's take another look at the start. Darren Teal is slow off pole. Jakins squeezes Teal between himself and his brother. And I think it's Kieran McCullough that actually straightens Jamie up in the end. And let's see how it looks from on board with Jamie Jakins. Off the start, he gets a run on Darren. He's up the inside. The door begins to close. He's pitched into a spin. Contact from Marson, contact from McCullough. Cone's going every which way. In the last corner, Darren's run wide, and Anthony Teal has picked up 2nd place. In 4th place, Ben Yeomans now under pressure from Chris Powell. Sam Garford gets a run out of the horseshoe and dives past Mark Laucombe for 7th place at the hairpin. Ben Yeomans making signals to Chris Powell to work together to catch the leading group. But I think Chris is more concerned about Brenton Miller and Sam Garford closing in behind. Kieran McCullough down in 13th place is the fastest man on the circuit. Smith's attempt to pass him has gone all awry. Down at the hairpin, Powell has moved past Yeomans, and here comes Brenton Miller. He's got the line into the chicane, but Ben's got the apex, and Sam Garford will take advantage, but Brenton doesn't want to give it up. Is squeezed onto the curb, and Mark Laucombe has gone back past Sam Garford. Miller down behind Lee Clackett and Andy Marson. Marson looking to the inside of Garford. Here he comes. Backs out late, and that will give Clackett a chance. If you don't make your pass, you open the door to the guy behind you. Well, back on board with Jamie Jakins down in 12th place. That's Martin Bond ahead of us. It's worth noting that fastest laps will set the grid for final 2. And of course, points from this final go together with the second final towards the championship. So there's plenty to race hard for. And here's 2 of the hardest. Andy Cowell and Kieran McCullough fighting over 13th place. Kieran to the inside now. And as we move into this final, the lap times will come down. Marson makes a mistake into the horseshoe and Miller takes advantage. McCullough and Cowell fighting it out and slowing themselves down. They're now joined by Simon Mace, Tim Hill, Graham Coombs, Richard Lacey and Peter O'Connor. On board with Powell, now he's caught Darren Teal in third place. He's in the tow. Has he got the run into turn 1? No, he hasn't. I think he could have forced that through if he wanted to. He's the battle for 13th, and Cowell currently is ahead of Mace and McCullough. Kieran to the inside, side by side with Simon Mace. Well, he's picked up 14th, but Mace on the grass. Here comes Tim Hill. He's on the wrong side for the chicane, but Tim's bullied his way by. Back to the battle for third place. Chris Powell, here he comes, inside at the final corner. Darren didn't make it easy, and here comes Ben Yeomans for fourth place. He's got the run off the final corner, and he's got the line into turn 1. Garford now ahead of Lowcombe again. At the head of the field, Dan Butler has a 1.3 second lead over Anthony Teal. Gap to Chris Powell, Ben Yeomans, Darren Teal. And there's a gap back to Sam Garford in 6th place. Lowcombe under pressure from Clackett. Clackett should have followed there. He's left the door open for Brenton Miller to pick up 8th place. Andy Cowell has pulled clear of the pack in 13th, leaving Kieran McCullough to head 14th through to 21st position. Chris Powell is going quicker again. He's gapping Ben Yeomans and bridging the gap to Anthony Teal. You can also see Dan Butler in the lead. Darren Teal falling back into the clutches of Sam Garford. Miller still has the attentions of Lee Clackett. Peter O'Connor's got a good run out of the chicane and is making a move on Simon Mace. That's for 16th place. Every position gained is points in the championship. Every faster lap is a better grid position for final 2. Well, he's picked up the tow from Anthony Teal, and Chris Powell now is closing in on 2nd. In the first chicane, he's got the run off the corner. He's looking for a way past at the second chicane. That's a difficult overtaking pass. Can he get a run down to the final corner? He's got a good run. He's got the line. Chris Powell has picked up 2nd place, and he's the man on the move here in final 1. Has Anthony Teal got a response? Well, he seems able to go with him. There's just a hint of contact there. Well behind, Brenton Miller is insistent on passing Mark Lowcombe. There was contact in the horseshoe. He's putting a move on him in the hairpin, but Mark's hanging on. And any move that fails to work puts you under pressure from the guy behind you. So Miller now is under pressure from Clackett. And here comes Ben Yeomans, inside of Anthony Teal. That's for 3rd place. Behind, Garford, 5th. Teal, Lowcombe, Miller, Clackett. Gap to Marson. Here comes Miller again. Can he make it work? Well, he was not going to be denied. And that's letting Lee Clackett to put a move on Lowcombe as well. Anthony Teal on the bumper of Ben Yeomans. I don't think Anthony's given up on the podium just yet. Well, we're 11 laps into this final. It's a 16-lap final. 5 laps then for Dan Butler to hang on ahead of Chris Powell, and Powell is closing. Behind Sam Garford, Darren Teal leads the battle for 6th. Darren Teal, Brenton Miller, Lee Clackett, Mark Lowcombe, together as they've been throughout this final. And it's beginning to look inevitable that Chris Powell is going to run Dan Butler down. But catching is one thing, overtaking is very much another at this level of competition. Battle for 6th place has gone Brenton Miller's way. He's now ahead of Lee Clackett. Mark Lowcombe is down to 8th. Well, we're coming round to start the penultimate lap. And Powell now is in the zone of picking up the toe. Here he goes. He's onto his bumper. And the battles continue right through the field. Here's the battle for 14th. Kieran McCullough, Tim Hill, Graham Coombs, Peter O'Connor. Kieran and Tim making a big hole in the air for Graham Coombs to pick up 15th place from Tim Hill. Randall setting about getting a good grid slot for final 2 with the fastest lap. Well, here it is now. 2 drivers fighting out the first final. Final lap board is out. Powell looks to the inside of the horseshoe, can't get it done. Butler's forced to go defensive. He's compromised right through the horseshoe. Will Chris strike at the top hairpin? Butler defensive again. He's slowing down. Chris Powell looking to pick his moment. He's looking round the outside of the first chicane. It's a tough one. Powell has to cut back. Butler's compromised off that chicane though. He's defensive into the second chicane. One more corner. Butler's gone in deep. Here comes Chris Powell. Chris Powell to the inside of the final corner. That's the last corner of the race. Chris Powell is going to win the first final from Lydd.
I said, watch out.